Hi there. In this video, I'm going to talk about WordPress admin panel. Please be aware that it is going to be a really long video. So, as they say in the airline industry, sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy your WordPress admin panel tutorial. So basically, I have this admin panel and installed in a local host machine of mine. It could be your web host, and then inside that the directory is sjp50, and to access the admin panel I use wp-login.php. I could also access the same thing by removing this login.php and instead typing just wp-admin. So when I hit enter on this, I am again taken to wp-login.php and some jumble of characters here which you don't have to worry. Basically it's the same thing, you're being taken to the same screen. To show you the structure of this blog, let me take you to the local machine of mine. Inside my local machine I have installed it server called as XAMPP server, which has an htdocs file, and inside the htdocs file my blog sjp50 has been installed right here. The sjp50 has three components or three folders: wp admin, wp content, and wp includes, in addition to a number of files that you see here. I'm not going to go into the installation of this blog because that is out of scope of this presentation, but instead I would show how to use admin panel to your advantage. So if you have done everything right and set up everything correctly, then this is what you're going to get. So this would be your blog. There would be a sidebar, and then there would be a title and the content and some comments. It's just a test page. If you have a real blog, then you would get something different compared to this. Now when you have created your blog, the creating software, for example Softaculous or Fantastico, or your manual creation, would ask you for some kind of a username and a password. To do that, you'll have to enter in a username and quite a secure password, not like this is just for testing purpose, so it's a very small password. And when you enter that, you will be asked again during the uh, and when you do that, you will be asked the same password again when you're trying to log into admin panel. So let us log into the admin panel by typing the username and password. So when you do this, you get something like this screen. On the top is the bar that has a number of utility features which you can quickly access. There's something about WordPress, and you can visit the site by clicking here. I normally press Control when I click on the visit site so that it opens in a new browsing tab. Otherwise, if I click on the visit site, it will take me to the same page away from the WP admin panel, which I don't want. Hence I press Control while I click on this link. Then in addition to this, you have something called as updates. As to WordPress has a lot of plugins and themes, and they are updated by their respective writers from time to time, and if WordPress gets notified of that, it will notify you of these updates in this blog, and these updates will appear like this circle and the number of updates pending, which is kind of same here, which is 4, and there is one plugin update out of it. So that means there are 3 themes update and 1 plugin update. Then you would have here the number of comments that are pending, which you might need to answer. The plus new button indicates what you want to create. You want to create a post, media, page, or user. And finally, on the right hand side is my profile, my details. There are a lot of things like I am the admin of this blog, so I can just click on the admin and I would be shown my own profile, and I can edit it or I can log out. So basically this is the overview of the top toolbar. This whole thing is called as a dashboard. The reason it is called as dashboard is because you can do almost everything right from here, from the left menu, or if you have some plugins or widgets which adds information to the dashboard, you can view them here. For example, some kind of stats or some news or something related to, how many comments are pending for you. It's basically a snapshot of what is going on with your blog. Now this dashboard is good enough, but to start, the first thing that we want to do is to install some plugins. To go there, we have to go to the install plugins option right here. When we click on this, we are taken to a plugin screen, and plugin screen has some plugins that you can activate and you can update. So there's the one message that I was talking about, something like this. So you can update it directly from here, or you can go to the dashboard and update will go in there later on. And you can see that plugin can be added, and there is a lot of information about plugins. How many plugins are there, how many of them are active, how many are inactive, and what is the number for which updates are available. You can do a select all checkbox, and for example you want to do any of these four operations, for example activate, deactivate, update, or delete, and you can do in one shot. Or if you don't want to do, or you want to just do it individually, you can go to activate, edit, delete, and do the respective operations. So basically I would not go in here as to how to install or add a new plugin. It's just to show you an overview how to add a plugin. Then you can add a new plugin right from this menu also, and you can use editor to edit any plugin. So if I click on the editor, I have a lot of files from the plugin. Basically plugin is a collection of a lot of files, and all these files are here, and I can click on any of this file and can make the changes. If I am good at PHP and CSS, then I can go and edit these files and then update files. I can also change the plugin that I want to edit. For example, if I want to edit this plugin, I would go to Hello Dolly, press select, and the file associated with that plugin is picked up and shown to me. I can make the changes here, and I can just update the file. It can also show me the functions that are available in the file. So if I want to go to a specific function, I can just go there and it will show me the definition of that function. So very handy thing. Then when I'm done with the plugin, the second thing that I need to do is the themes. The appearance or themes are something that make your blog look the way you want them to be. For example, a few theme would make your blog look like this, with the left hand bar, and then there's a lot of space in here, and the way this font has been customized, this text is looking, or how much space is there in between the comment and the left margin. So things like that. So this is all managed by something called as theme. So theme is what is going to be shown to the people who are going to read your blog, while plugin will help you to make your functionality much better. So themes, by default there are 3 themes available: 2013, 2012, and 2014. These themes are available by default from the WordPress themselves, and they are very nice themes, very compliant to the WordPress standards. And you can activate any of the theme that you want by just hovering on it, and then there would be an activate button. You can also watch how it looks like with the live preview. If you click on the live preview, it's just preparing your live preview. and in a moment it will show you how the theme will look like. So this is how your theme will look like if you were to use 2012. There are a lot of options that you can use, things like this, number of options, and it will keep updating. It's a very handy feature. Before you actually start activating a theme, you can do a live preview so that your users are not bothered about how if the theme is broken, then they don't have to worry about it, because you're just doing a live preview, you're not activating it. But if you want to activate something, right now 2014 is active, and if you want to activate 2013, just click on the activate, and let us see what changes are made here. So as you can see, I'll just refresh this page to show you how changes are done. So as you can see, the whole layout has changed now that left bar has disappeared. This is how this theme is structured. If you do coding, you can bring the left bar or the right bar, there's no big deal, but this is how the whole theme is structured. And probably this is how it is going to display the fonts and headlines and all kind of things. Basically it is your own personal branding, and if you want to change colors and things like that, you can use this theme. These are very handy themes if you're just starting, but if you have your own themes, before that I would say that as I told you that updates are number 4, so we saw that one plugin was being updated, and then there are 3 themes, so this is 1 plus 3 equal to 4. That is what we are going to see in this. You can add your own theme, add new theme. When you click on this, you're taken to a screen where you can add themes by either searching for the most popular themes right now, or if you got a theme folder, a zip file that you have, you can do a upload theme. Not going to go into detail of it right now in this presentation. These are some very nice themes that you can think of. And you can also search the themes. Each theme will have its own customization options which will appear over here, and there are something called as widgets, menus, headers, and editor. So every theme will have some kind of customization option, and then there are widgets. To show you widgets, let me change the theme back to 2014. Sorry, not from here, but from here. So I would choose a theme where it has the sidebars. Activate this. Okay, it has been activated. I will just update this to show you that it has been activated. So this is activated, and the 2014 is now active. The thing is that there's something called as widgets. So widgets are something related to your small pieces of code which helps you to enhance the functionality. For example, if you want to know what are the archives of your blog, that means how your blog has been doing since last many months. So you can have month-wise archives, you can have day-wise or year-wise archive and related things like that. And there's very simple way to do that. You can just go to the widget screen, and this is your sidebar, and you can just drag and drop stuff over here like this. And every widget will have its own customization properties which you can use to customize the look and feel of these things. So you can see the recent post widget is right here, and there's search bar is right here, then the recent comments is here, and things like that. You can customize each theme with its own properties that we saw. You can add your site titles and taglines. You can add a header image and background image, and what kind of widgets you want to add. A lot of things. Each theme basically will have its own set of options, and there's no two similar kind of themes. So it's a time consuming process to choose a theme. Once you've done that, you can go and create menus. So menus are what are available on the top. On this side there is one menu, only sample page, but you can create a menu from this place, and then you can uh, attach it to your theme if your theme supports that kind of menu. It's a big process and will not discuss it. And then you have something called as editor of theme, just like you have the editor of the plugin. You can edit the theme files from here. The only thing you need to understand is that if you do not have FileZilla or another kind of FTP access to your blog, you should not attempt to change PHP file from here, because once uh, the code gets broken, the whole blog will uh, get into problem. So if you do not have any other way to access these files, you should not touch them from here. That is my recommendation. But if you are an expert and you feel that you cannot make a mistake, just go and edit things from here. Okay, then there's something called as users. I'm not even going to the post and the pages right now, because that is the last component of the whole thing. Then there's something called as the users. It has three menu options. First is the all users, then add new, your profile. So if you are the admin of this blog, you will see all users that are contributing, or that are administering, or that are subscriber to these blogs. You can add a new user, you can view all users, you can, as with other you've seen this in the plugin screen, you can do a bulk action, for example deleting all the users or changing their roles. These are the roles that you have for the user, so I would not go into detail of this. You can change the role, then you have the name, email, and details like this, how many posts that person has written. If you want to go to your own profile, you can go to your profile, and it will show you a number of host options that you can edit. For example, you can write something about your biographical info, your website. You can change your password here, and you can use your themes and kind of personalization of your themes, and lot many things that you can do here. You can also add a new user from this add users. The other important thing is tools. There are sometimes you need to import a blog to some other blog directory. For example, I create a lot of test blogs, and I need to import a lot of data from other blogs to test. So I click on the import, and I'm taken to an import tool from where which I can import other blog details, or I can export this blog details, for example the posts, the users, the media, and the pages, comments, everything in one big XML file to another blog post, where I can just run this import program and bring the data in from there. Then there's something called as settings. In the settings we have uh, five kind of menu options. There are general, writing, reading, discussion, media, and permalinks. Since this is a video about dashboard, I would not go into individual settings right now. Just understand that it is all about how to administer your blog, and what are the options that you have related to your blog post that you can view from this place. Then once you are done with this, now we can go and look at the update section. You click on the updates, you are taken to the update screen, which will show you a summary of all the updates that are being uh, shown to you. So you can check out if your WordPress needs a reinstallation, or if it is got a new version. You can also do a plugin update right from here. Themes, basically whatever you could do from those pages, you can do it at one place right from this location. Then you call as something called as posts. So this is very basic stuff. The thing that you see here is a post. It has a title, it has a content, and there are some comments. You can create a post by doing an add new, or you can view all the posts by clicking on all posts. Once you click on it, you are taken to the complete list of posts. There would be plenty of them. This is only one. And the same thing as you can do with other uh, menu items, you can do it here also. So you can edit it or delete them, or you can also search them by date or by some kind of categories. So posts have something called as categories and tags, which you can add individually to these posts and make your blog much more navigable. Then you have media. Media is something related to your images. You can add, you can view the library. Then again, you will be presented the same kind of screen. You can have a look at them. And the pages. The difference between the pages and the post is that pages are not time dependent. They are independent of the time. So that means if you publish a page, it will not come as a time dependent feature as the blog is. The blog is basically a reverse chronological way of displaying your post. So if you write a post right here on above this, it will come before this hello world post. But in pages, for example, your about page is not going to change much, hence it is not time dependent, and it will not come in the normal flow of the blog post. Then you have something called as comments, where you can moderate comments. You can check out your comments, and you can either approve them or edit them or reply to them right from here. You don't have to go to the individual post to reply to them. You can do it from here also if your theme allows, but the better way is to go here and start replying to them by clicking on reply, and you can add a lot of stuff here. It's very handy and useful tool. So basically, if you just want to go to a dashboard back, you just press dashboard home and you will be taken to the same screen. One important thing is that what you would like to see on your dashboard, on every screen you will have something called as screen options, and screen options are these windows grouped together. And if you see, there are 1 2 3 4 5 windows, and there are 5 options. So if I just remove this checkbox, you can see, so I can reduce the clutter on the dashboard, and I can only see whatever I wish to see and not what WordPress wants me to see. It's a very handy feature. On every screen of the WordPress you will have something called screen options, where you would have more information about the boxes that are displaying and how you can hide it. This is very handy for post where you want to, where you have plenty of fields and sometimes you don't want to see all these fields, so that you can do. And if you are at any point looking for some help, you can click on the help icon and it will give you some good documentation, take you to support forums and things like that. If you have any plugin, for example, you have if you have the Share Juice Pro, then the plugin information will be added either to the settings. It will be generally it is kept here after the permalinks, or it will be it will have a menu of its own. So it will be either a sub menu of the menu of anywhere of these menus, or it will be a sub menu of, or it will be a main menu of the dashboard panel. So this was a big presentation. It did not cover everything, but I hope I was able to explain to you what a WordPress admin panel is and how you can utilize it to make your life easier. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you very much.